Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Jerry and I'm hailing you from the Antares shipyard, and I apologize for my long absence here from uploading any videos. Had some couple projects come up in the real world that needed my attention. Um, Luckily those are starting to wind down so I can start doing this again. But today we're going to pick up kind of where we left off. This is going to be a Wave 24 review of the I.K.S. Drovana. So, the I.K.S. Drovana is from the Deep Space Nine episode where the Klingons were mining Bajoran space with cloaked mines, and the Drovana got hit by one of those cloaked mines. So, let's dive right into the named card here. We've got the I.K.S. Drovana, which is a Vorch class 5153 tech, two weapon slots and a crew slot, coming in at 28 points. It's got your standard cloaking action bar here. And then when defending, during the compare results step, you may discard one of your non-disabled upgrades to cancel a hit or a crit result. Not a game-changing ability by any means, but it is an ability that will allow you to get yourself out of a pinch, which is kind of nice for the Klingons to have. So moving on to the next card in the pack here was the generic. This is the recosted version, so it's coming in at 22 points. Got your tech weapon crew slot 5152. You lose a shield, you lose a weapon slot, but still a nice point saving with the recost coming from the Klingon versus Federation starter set. And of course, you've got your Vorcha class movement card here. Fairly typically standard for bigger Klingon ships. Your 3 hard turns are red, your 3 come about is red. And then we've got the first captain in the set, which is going to be Kern. Again, based off the Deep Space Nine episode. Comes in at skill 5, cost of 3. During the combat phase, each time you defend, you may re-roll one of your battle station results. If this card is assigned to a Klingon ship, you may re-roll up to 2 of your battle station results. Kern may field 1 Klingon Elite Talent upgrade. So, re-rolling of battle stations was fairly good for Klingons. I think the only thing that hurts this card in the end is its skill, but I respect that it is a skill 5. I don't think it needs to be adjusted. Kern on screen, we only ever saw him really command anything in the Klingon Civil War. So I think skill 5 is probably right for him. The ability is nice, especially on Klingon ships where you can't get those battle station conversions. So you want to re-roll them. And then the bottom text might throw some people off as to why they would not just put an elite talent symbol at the bottom. But I think that's because the designers were just trying to make sure that players were aware that he can't just field any elite talent upgrades. He can only field a Klingon elite talent upgrade. So the next captain in this pack is a captain that is kind of the cream of the crop, as you say, probably S tier. The Admiral definitely is S tier for the Klingons, but this will be Galron, good old Bug Eyes himself. Skill 5, Elite Talent Slot, cost 3. Action. If there's not already a Battle Station token beside your ship, place 1 Battle Station token beside your ship. In addition, if your ship is a Klingon ship with a Klingon captain assigned to it, you may immediately perform an additional action from your action bar as a free action. So we already know that Klingon ships don't come with a battle station on their action bar, except for the Klingon warbirds from the Kelvin Timeline pack. I believe that is the only exception at this point. So you can do Galron's action, place a battle station's token, and then if he's the captain of a Klingon ship, you get another free action off the action bar, which could be a sensor echo, could be a scan, or not a scan, an evade, or decloak. Any of those actions are good. But I never personally, when I built Klingon fleets, and Klingon is my bread and butter, I never typically ran the captain version of the Galron because I loved running the admiral version of Galron because it opens it up to who can use him. But it's a +0 admiral, elite talent slot, 3 points. I never really used it for the captain skill modifier anyway. So fleet action, if there's not already a battle station token beside your ship, place 1 battle station token beside your ship. In addition, if your ship is a Klingon ship with a Klingon captain assigned to it, you may immediately perform an additional action from your action bar as a free action. I pair him with the old core version. With old core, the one that allows you to reroll based on crew that you have. I've seen him get paired with Martok, who also hands out a free action to another friendly ship. Overall, Gowron, the Admiral version, is great. Kind of a staple in my Klingon fleets. Definitely somebody you want to try and seek out. So the elite talent card in this pack is Detonation Codes. Action: discard this card to target a minefield token within range 1 to 3. Roll the number of attack dice listed on the Mines upgrade card -1. All ships within range 1 of that minefield token suffer damage as normal from any hits or crits results. The affected ships do not roll any defense dice and remove the minefield token after it's detonated. So this, at the time, this was the only card in the game that you could utilize to remove minefield tokens, and that was huge back when cloaked minefields were everywhere. Definitely takes an action out, and then you're rolling attack dice for all the ships around. So it could hurt yourself, it could hurt your enemy. Either way, it was just nice to have some kind of defense against cloaked mines at the time, and it's really one of the key reasons why all of these blind boosters, or not blind boosters, these blister packs were bought up almost immediately when this was released. Photon torpedoes. So this may not be the actual card that came in the pack, but the text remains the same. It's just another version of the 5-cost photon torpedo for the Klingons. The only difference with this one is it's a disable, and if you fire it from a Vorcha class, you get to add 1 attack dice, making it a 6 attack dice weapon. The tech in this pack is security sensors. If an enemy upgrade or captain targets your ship, immediately place an evade token beside your ship, even if there's already one there. So definitely some defense against ganking cards that are going to come and pull, like Second of 5 or Gold Madred. It doesn't specifically say what they're targeting, just if they target your ship. But it gives you an evade. Cost of 5 is probably expensive for today's game for this. I could see this being maybe a 2 to 3 point card, leaning towards a 2-point card just because it places an evade token. The next tech is emergency power. During the activation phase, if there is an auxiliary power token beside your ship, you may disable this card to either perform a red maneuver or perform an action. No ship may be equipped with more than 1 emergency power upgrade. Again, this is good because Klingons love to kind of come at you, joust, and then turn around using those 3 come-abouts. And then just being able to disable this card to be able to do another red maneuver or perform an action is really nice. What I will say is it's probably too expensive coming in at 4 points. It's probably a 3-point card in today's game. Overall, not bad though. The next tech is a Klingon version of the Cloaked Mines. During the planning phase, you may discard this card to place a minefield token within range 1 of your ship in any direction, but not within range 3 of an enemy ship. If an enemy ship passes within range 1 of the token, roll 3 attack dice. -1 if the target ship immediately performs a scan action. Any hits or crits damage the target ship as normal. The affected ship does not roll any defense dice. I don't really know what much more I can say about Cloaked Mines that you probably already don't know. They were very powerful. They still could be powerful today if used correctly. Definitely board control card. I think the only change I would make, and this might be a little bit of a hot take, is I would make them unique. I would make it so that a player can only have one of these, and that's kind of to prevent just overwhelming the board with Cloaked Mines. But again, that's my personal view on it. Because when you look at things like Detonation Codes is a unique card. So you can only have one of them in a fleet. But yet you can have more than one Cloaked Mine. So I know there are other ways to remove Cloaked Mines out of the game today, but I still think that maybe this should be just limited to a unique. If unique is too harsh, then maybe we're talking one per ship. So the crew in this pack, which is the last card in the pack, is Borak. When attacking, during the modified defense dice step, you may disable this card to force the defending ship to re-roll one of its defense dice of your choice. When defending, you may roll your full defense dice in spite of the presence of an opposing ship's scan token. So he does two things for the price of one. Cost of 5, though, I think is probably too high for him. He's probably a 3 to 4 point card. Leaning towards 3 just because it's very situational for when you're going to use him and how you're going to use him. You know, if you do enough damage to your opponent and they roll defense dice and they're able to just evade that one die, you may be able to use Borak to have them re-roll that one evade to see if they maybe get a blank or a battle station they can't convert. And that's kind of the situation I'm talking about. That's kind of why I feel like maybe a 3 point card is good for him. Okay, I'm going to turn off the card viewer. We're going to turn the mission viewer on real quick, and then we'll run through this. So this is the mission that comes with the pack. I'm going to make myself smaller. There we go. So this is the mission that comes with the pack here. This is detonation codes. Number of players 2. Special components you need is a minefield token and 4 objective tokens. The Klingons have been secretly mining the Bajoran system. A Federation ship has retrieved the minefield's detonation codes and attempts to thwart the Klingons' plans by destroying the minefield and the Klingon ships that have been setting cloaked mines. Let's hide the title. All right. Okay, so here's the setup. For the Klingon player, you're going to get 90 squadron points, including exactly 2 Klingon ships. One of these ships must be a Vorch class, and neither ship may have the detonation codes upgrade assigned to it. And then the other player will be the Federation player, and you get 45 squadron points, including one and only one Federation ship that must have the detonation elite talent assigned to it. This upgrade may be assigned to the Federation ship even if that Federation ship's card does not have an elite talent icon. So basically, you get a free detonation code no matter what captain you use on the Federation side. The Klingon player places a minefield token directly in the center of the play area and the 4 objective tokens anywhere in the play area, but not within range 1 to 3 of any other token or within range 1 to 2 of the south edge of the play area. Players then set up as in a standard 2-player game with the Federation player using the south edge of the map and the Klingons using the north edge of the map. Alright, so special rules, card number 3. Cloaked Minefield. The Minefield token and the 4 objective tokens represent the Klingons' cloaked minefield. If any ship passes within range 1 of these tokens, roll 3 attack dice. -1 if the target ship immediately performs a scan action, or -2 if the target ship immediately performs a sensor echo action and ends its move beyond range 1 of the token. Any hits or crits damage the target ships as normal. The infected ships does not roll any defense dice. So you get a nice little boost there for being Klingons. There are a couple of ways to sensor echo Federation ships around, but that'll be up to the players when they build these fleets. Stolen detonation codes. The Federation ship has stolen the detonation codes to the Klingon mines. The Federation ship must have the detonation codes upgrade assigned to it. If the Federation ship's captain does not have an elite talent icon, the cost of the upgrade is +3. When using the detonation code's elite talent upgrade, the Federation player disables the upgrade instead of discarding it and may use it multiple times during the game, but only once per round. So nice little special rule there. And then the last mission card is the special rules, the objectives. Klingon player, you win if you destroy the Federation ship. Federation player, you win if you either damage at least one of the Klingon ships with the detonation codes upgrade and destroy one of the Klingon ships. The damaged ship and the destroyed ship can be the same ship. Or 2, destroy both Klingon ships. Or 3, destroy all of the minefield tokens, including the objective tokens, using the detonation codes upgrade. So nice little mission to go with this. Very thematic. Overall, I don't think this is a bad pack. And we'll see you again, and we'll see you around the shipyard.